What's going on, everybody? It's been a while since I've shared the subject I'm going to talk with you about today, which is my anti aging, anti COVID strategy. And I have one. Most of you know that I'm a chiropractor by profession. You also know that my wife and I have 5 children. All of those children were home births. All born at home, never received doctor's care, immunizations, never had an emergency room visit, or any kind of traditional approach to healthcare. Doesn't mean that they didn't have the usual illnesses and colds and viruses and things that we would develop in our natural lifestyle, but we always had a natural approach in how we cared for them. And it did not require the traditional medical approach in how we handle conditions. The reason why I'm sharing this as a backdrop because I want to let you know that our bodies were designed by God with an amazing immunity. And that immune system is the most powerful defense against any virus or any attack when it comes to our health. And I want to share with you today the steps I take to boost my immune system and keep my body running at an optimum. Peak performance coach Tony Robbins said, if you want to be successful, then simply find someone who's achieved it and model what they did. Now think about that statement for a moment. As I grew up, and maybe many of you who grew up, maybe a generation or so, maybe younger than me, we never had the traditional approach to healthcare. There was always home remedies. There was always something that mama or grandmama or somebody in the community knew what to do with whatever situation or whatever condition, whether it was a fracture, no matter what it was, they were the best dentists, best pediatricians, best podiatrists, whatever was needed, they were able to meet that need. It was a God-given gift. It was something that they learned how to pass down through generations. And we would not even be here had it not been for grandma's hands that clapped in church on Sunday morning and the way that we made it through. And the same power that raised Jesus from the dead still lives within you and I. And God has given us that to combat every situation, past, present, and future, that we could ever encounter. I believe that. And I believe deep down in your heart and your soul, you believe that as well. But we become so immune to what brought us here. We now believe in this new concept that the only way that we can fight is we got to look at what the world is doing. We never followed the world. We never had that pattern. We never had that privilege. We always found proven and effective plans that worked from the beginning of time, and they never stopped working. It still works just as effectively today. I'm going to talk about the power of our immune system real quickly. Our immune system has great capabilities. It releases chemicals that triggers virus-fighting cells. That means that as soon as something tries to invade you, your immune system immediately recognizes something is not right, and it starts to go on attack. Another thing it does is many of your cold and flu symptoms are a result of your immune system fighting an infection. A runny nose, coughs, fever, achy joints, that is your natural approach to your body fighting off and warding off infection. If we trust our body has that ability to do what nothing else can do. It's the greatest pharmaceutical in our body is our immune system. That's our greatest pharmacy right there is our immune system. It combats conditions that you didn't even know that you had. Did you know that there's over 200 viruses out there that your body is capable of contacting? Over 200 different viruses. But your immune system knows that. And it already knows what it needs to do in order to combat and effectively fight and overcome every one. But we have to trust it. We have to trust it. The immune system is also designed to monitor, recognize, and even remember the viruses before they take action, and also is able to eliminate it before it even enters our bodies and does harm. It's powerful. The immune system is super powerful. So here's some things I want to share with you about it. My strategy. First thing is our lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. We have to look at it from a lifestyle perspective. One of the first things you have to do is get plenty of rest. Get plenty of rest. That doesn't mean staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning and then having to rush off and getting a few hours one night and next night getting a decent amount of sleep. Your body needs consistent rest. in order to be effective. You need to reduce your stress. There was a book one time that called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. And then the subtitle was It's All Small Stuff. You got to get rid of this small stuff. All that mindset, all the stuff that weighs you down, you've got to let it go and reduce your stress. Majority of every health condition is affected by stress. Whether that's cancers, diabetes, heart disease, colds and flu viruses, stress affects each one of them. Stress kills. Learn how to control your stress and immediately you become healthier. Eat a balanced diet. That means whole foods, not the junk foods that we get, the drive-through. Get rid of what I call, remember, the crap foods, the carbonated beverages, the C, the R, refined foods, the A is artificial flavors, colors, sweeteners, and the P is processed food. Get rid of the crap. That's one way to become healthy. Get rid of the processed food and eat a balanced diet. Exercise daily. That doesn't mean walking to the mailbox or walking into your office building. That means doing something actively that's targeted as exercise. We need to do that every day. Find something, find a routine, and make it a lifestyle. Not a choice, but a lifestyle. Difference between a choice and a lifestyle, we tend to negate choices. Choices come and choices go. We choose to do something one day and the next day it's gone. But a lifestyle is something that you have adopted as something that will not change. It's not going to change. And next one is a positive attitude. Keep it positive. Even when you come down with something, don't let it get you down. Just because you come down with it, don't let it get you down. Keep your attitude positive. Keep your mind and alert. Keep your head up. You're making it through this. You're going to make it through this. So that's what our lifestyle. Next thing is our supplementation. The things that we can take to help build that immune system. Because ultimately, the way we defeat a virus, the way we overcome it is with a strong immune system. There's no medication. Check anybody that you can check your references. There's no medication that fights off a virus. Your virus is ultimately defeated because your immune system has become strong enough to be able to ward off and overcome it. So how do we boost that immune system? Vitamin C is one of the best antioxidants, one of the best nutrients that we can have as a defense against viruses and colds and many other conditions. A lot of studies and research have been done on vitamin C. I recommend 3 to 9 grams per day. Some take even more. And if you've never taken vitamin C at any higher level, start with maybe 1 gram per day and build up a level so your body can adapt to it. Next one is apple cider vinegar. I take this every day. 1 tablespoon per day in maybe 8 ounces of water and maybe a little bit of stevia because it's bitter. So that will sweeten it a little bit. But apple cider vinegar has so many healing properties. You can use it for wounds. I mean, just research apple cider vinegar. In fact, I may do another video on apple cider vinegar because it's a very potent remedy for so many things that we can come down with. So use apple cider vinegar for colds, for instance. As your body becomes acidic, first of all, we have a pH. Your body has a pH. As you become more acidic, you become more prone to illness. You want to keep your body in an alkaline state. And one of the things that helps to bring that about is apple cider vinegar. Okay? Drink plenty of water. I drink at least a gallon per day. I'm not sure how much water you drink every day, but you may not be getting enough water. You have to be sufficiently hydrated. Because when your body is fighting, your body uses a lot of heat to fight off things, so you become dehydrated very quickly. And in a climate like Arizona, we could dehydrate rapidly and just don't know it. And the more dehydrated you become, the less thirsty you feel. So don't think about thirst as being your primary means of saying you're not dehydrated because you're not thirsty. No, thirst is one of the symptoms that starts to go as you become more and more dehydrated. You become more weak and have more symptoms, headaches and joint pains because of dehydration. Zinc and vitamin D, great nutrients. Take those in adequate amounts, zinc and vitamin D, and they're going to be your defenses against not only the virus, but against a lot of other illnesses. Okay, I've taken up more time than I thought I was going to take up, but I want to give you my anti-aging, my anti-COVID strategy. We don't have to worry about it. You're covered. You got a piece of the rock. And I'm not talking about Prudential. Prudential gives you a piece of the rock. You got the whole rock. All right? Go forth. Make it an awesome day. And no matter what you do the rest of your day, make it as awesome as you are. See you guys. Bye.